the LaTeX is a high quality typesetting systems. It is especially good at a typesetting for the mathematical formulae and the expressions. Now, why this is we are highlighting these two important keywords, the mathematical formulae and expressions, because in our Word we are struggling for to write a mathematical formulas because there are some limitations to write the mathematical formula, in the LaTeX, in the Word, MS Word. So for resolving or solving this type of issue for the typesetting, so we are basically using the LaTeX. And the second important thing is the expression. Sometimes we are using some the expressions in our report or any type of the research paper or all. So for writing the expressions also we are using the LaTeX, because again the LaTeX, it provides there is a one package, and the package name is maths library or the math s only, right? So using this type of basic packages, basically we are creating or generating a one type of mathematical document or the scientific document with the help of the LaTeX only, right? So some advantages also there. So this is a the markup type language. Basically, in the HTML we are using some tags. For example, suppose we have to create one basic document. So for creating this type of document, so we are using HTML head, body, header, and etc. etc. So using the tags, we are creating the web pages. So same like here also. In the LaTeX, we are also using some markup type language. It means we are using some tags. We are creating one type of environment, and after creating this type of environments, we are creating a simple LaTeX document, right? So the advantages like the layout, fonts, tables, and so on are consistent throughout the reports. The second and the most important is the mathematical formulae can be easily typeset, because again we are using some simple tags with the help of maths library, and we are generating the formulas, mathematical formula very easily. Then the beauty of the LaTeX is like that the indices, footnotes, and references are generated easily and automatically, basically, right? So suppose sometimes most of the time we simply add the contents, right? The content page or the index page in our report. So how to generate it? One single line basically it creates the table of contents, it creates a table of figures, figures, and the most important thing is a contents. It is automatically detect the page numbers also, right? So without any other type settings or the manual settings, it is automatically created using one single line of tag or the code. And your document will be correctly structured because the output of that particular LaTeX file is in the PDF format only, right? So when we are using the PDF format, without doubt, when we have to just simply move from one system to another system, it is cannot be change any settings. But in the Word, most of the time we are facing the same problem. Suppose we have to create one document on the one system, and we have to simply open on the another systems, so it the formatting is totally changed. So these are the the basic advantages of the LaTeX tool. Now this is very basic actually, the introduction of the great people. Basically they are inventing the LaTeX, or they are introducing the LaTeX, right? So the first one, the person name is Donald K. Knuth. Basically he is introduces the LaTeX in 1977 to 1989. And after that, the Leslie Lamport basically work with the Donald Knuth, and they are adding some standard way to use the text document or the LaTeX. So these are the two people basically they are invented the LaTeX. So before start the actual hands-on session, we are just go through two important things or the questions. So in your mind, there is definitely one question is comes when we have to start with this workshop. So the question is like, you may ask, why use the LaTeX when we have a word processor, right? The word processor means MS Word only. Because these are the answers, right? The answers, it means the LaTeX is a free and runs on the many platforms. Many platform means basically the LaTeX is also work with the Mac OS. The LaTeX is work with the Ubuntu Linux platforms, and the LaTeX is also work with the Windows operating system. So it runs on many platforms, and it is freely available on the websites. There is no license required for to install or use the features of the LaTeX. The second one answer is the LaTeX is the best tools available for the mathematical layout. Again, it is a highlighted thing, only the mathematical layout, because again, in the Word document, MS Word, we are struggling to write a mathematical formulae in a simple way. So it is very difficult in the word processor, but here in the LaTeX, we are using some simple tags, and we are creating the mathematical layouts. The third one answer is like, the LaTeX focuses on the structure, which helps the document development. So any type of document, we are generating or creating with the help of the LaTeX document. Definitely, we are creating the documents in the Word format also. But again, there is an issue with some mathematical type settings, some scientific documents, and many other things. The next answer is the LaTeX works well for a large document. Since the LaTeX documents are in a plain ASCII format, it is very small and easy to transfer via the internet also. Because the LaTeX file is just in generated in the KB only. So we have to easily transfer the LaTeX file to the other person via the email or the internet, right? So it cannot take too much space from our hard disk or from our emails also. And the last one is the LaTeX is automatically generate a table of contents, list of figures, and a list of tables, right? So these are the the important highlighted things is automatically generated by the LaTeX. So how it basically generated? First, we have to simply create one simple LaTeX document, and we have to simply call one single line in the in the report or the main file basically, and then the name or the tags file name is like that, the backslash table of contents. That's it. When you have to call the backslash table of contents, it's automatically detect the page number and it creates a table of contents without any manual settings, right? The same like a list of figures, the same like a list of tables, glossaries, and the most important thing is a bibliography. The beauty of LaTeX is like that. When we have to create the bibliography or the references, so it automatically provide the reference numbers to that particular paragraph inside the paper or inside the the report. So when we have to click on that particular reference number, so it is automatically jump on that particular PDF file or that particular web URL. So this is the beauty of LaTeX basically, right? But in the Word file, we have to manually generate it. We have to simply create, the hyperlinks. We are adding some the URLs and some PDFs, and then we are generating the bibliographies in our Word format or in the MS Word. Now this is a very basic difference in between the Word and the LaTeX, right? Now the highlighted things is like what you see is what you get. It means in the Word file, right? Suppose we have to see, suppose I want to create one simple document in the Word format. As it is, we are just get the output from that particular Word document. In the LaTeX, the scenario is totally different. What you see is what you mean. Exactly, right? So suppose we want to write one HTML code for the web pages. So at that time, we are simply using the tags only. So we don't know what is the exact output, right? The same here in the LaTeX also, right? When you have to write the LaTeX code, we don't know what type of output we have to simply achieve, right? After generating the PDF file or after generating the last, the output, then and then we have to simply understand this is the final output from generated by the LaTeX, right? But for this purpose, again, the important thing is, so we are familiar with the some basic syntaxes of the LaTeX or the tags of the LaTeX, right? Now, after the comparison, we are directly start with the hands-on session basically. So the first one, how to install the Miktext and the text makers on the Windows platform. So yesterday, Dr. Rajendra sir is already shared with some instructions or two links with you to install or to download these basic packages from the internet resources, right? Now, first, we are just go through the Windows platform, how to install the text maker and the Miktext basic packages in the Windows operating system. So this is the the screenshot of the Miktext. So this is a referral website basically, the miktext.org and download section. Just visit this website, right? After visiting the website, you have to simply appear this type of GUI, and inside this, we just see the platforms, right? The Windows platform, Mac OS, Linux platform, Dockers, and all other downloads. In the all other download, it means the previous archive versions are present with this website also, right? But this is the latest one version, released by the Miktext, right? 22.10. 64-bit operating system as well as 32-bit operating systems also, right? So we're just click on the Windows platform. Then in the Windows platform, we are just go through the installer only, because we are not using the portable edition or the command line installer, because it takes too much time to download the the Miktext basic packages, and after that it takes too much time to configure the packages also. But this is the installer, so just click on the download button, click the packages. After clicking download the packages, we have a one .exe file is there. Just double click on the the particular exe file. Just click on next. The accept the terms and condition, but obvious. Then click on the next. This is very important for all of us, right? Anyone who uses this computer, it means all user or only for the author name, right? Means system author name. but we are always using this, the by default option. It means anyone who use this computer, they are accessing the features, all the features from the Mictex packages. So that's why we are using the first one option for the Mictex basic package installation, right? So just select the first option. Now click on the next button. This is a by default because we are always install our, the packages in the root permissions with the C drive, right? So program file is the root folder basically present with the Windows operating system. So if the prompt is not there, then just go to the browse, select this particular prompt or the particular path, and then install the Mictex, right? Now just click on the next button again. Now this is very important during the installation of Mictex, right? Preferred paper and the missing packages. So here, most of the time, we are using the A4 paper only for creating, the synopsis or any other project report. So here the prepared paper is always A4 paper because by default, at the time of the installation, here the letter or the legal page is automatically selected. But forcefully, just click here on the drop down menu, select A4 page, and then click on the next button. But before click on the next button, this is another important thing is the install machine packages on the fly. So each and every time it just click on ask me first because unwantedly some that not that much useful packages also installed in our system and it takes too much space from our hard disk also, right? So before installing any unknown packages or any third party packages, just the ask to the means first ask to the author. Then that's why we are here, why we are selecting there is one option ask me first. So during the installation of the packages, it directly automatic pop up, there is one window is pop up, right? And in the window the description of the package is also there and two buttons are appear, cancel and proceed. Once suppose we feel it's useful application or the useful package, then simply click on the next button, otherwise click on the cancel. Now after click on the next button, just click on the start button and it is automatically start the installation process. So each and every file is simply copied. So after completing the setup, it the Windows looks like here there. Then simply click on the close button. So after completing this setup, basic Mictex setup, the system is automatically configure the Mictex. So there is a no manual settings for the basic packages before during the installation of the Mictex, right? So it is automatically configured by the operating system itself. So after this is add-on only actually. Basically, sometimes we are using the the Linux operating system or the Ubuntu operating system, but how to install the LaTeX on the Ubuntu also. So these are the only two commands are there for the Ubuntu, right? So super user permission is required for this, so that's why we are using sudo here. So sudo apt get installed text live dash full. So this is basically a basic Mictex package. So we are directly download from the terminal. And the second one and the most important command is we want some plugins for our gedit, means the G editor basically, right? So how to install the LaTeX plugins? So using this particular command, sudo apt get installed gedit LaTeX and plugins, right? So after doing all these things, our system is ready to use the LaTeX, right? Now for there is first we have to simply install the Mictex basic packages, but how to write a code, where to write the tags, right? For this purpose, we want one special editor, and the editor name is TextMaker editor, right? So just download this TextMaker editor from this particular website, mentioned website. There is a very the small setup is there. Download it. The exe file is there. Double click on that. Then agree the terms and condition. Just click on the next button, right? So after completing the setup, our the TextMaker setup is also successfully completed. So using these two basic things, we are configure or we are installing the Mictex or the LaTeX in our systems, right? For writing the codes, we want some editors. So there are a number of types of editors available on the internet resources, but this is one of the best editor because it automatically recommends some tags also. So there is no need to remember each and every tags, right? We have to simply start with any letter. It is automatically recommended all the tags available with this particular text editor. So that's why the TextMaker is the one of the best editor available for the LaTeX, right? So after complete all the setups or the installation, now we are directly jump on the actual implementation or which type of packages we are using in the LaTeX. So here we are mentioning some packages. Basically, the packages means, for example, let's consider the example of Java programming languages. In the Java programming languages, when you have to start the Java programs, we are importing one package also, right? You know, the import whatever util.star, or the other scanner dot star and semicolon, something like that, before start our Java program. Same like here, we want some packages to execute or to create one type of environment, LaTeX environment, throughout the document, right? So let's consider the first use package basically. So this package is used for the mathematical type settings, right? The math ptmx, comma ams math. So basically this is the mathematical means basically used for the mathematical typesetting. So it provides the mathematical typesetting environments inside the LaTeX. The second one basically, the second one is a AMS the symbol and AMS fonts. Basically, these are the two important packages we are used for the typesetting, mathematical typesetting fonts. Most of the time, just observe in our the research paper or any other mathematical document or scientific document, the font of the mathematics, the mathematical terms is totally different, as compared to our regular text, right? So this type of special fonts provided by these, the second one package. The third one package is array and parameter list, right? Sometimes we want to add some tables inside our text document, right? So for the table, adding the table or creating the array or the list, so we want one package, and the package name is array parameter list. Now this is very important again. This is basically, this package is used for to set the margin, right? But here I'm just mentioning the top and bottom margin. Suppose you want to manage the left and right margin. Here we are just use the comma, right? So for example, top equals to 2 centimeter comma, bottom equals to 2 centimeter comma, right equals to 2 centimeter comma, and same like left equals to 2 centimeter, and then that's it. So geometry, there is a one package or the class available with this particular use package. So it provides the page setting to means inside the LaTeX or the mictext, right? In the LaTeX document basically. Now this is a very easy, means name is enough to understand the concept of fancy header. Here, using this fancy header use package, we are adding the header and footer inside the LaTeX document. So the side cap basically we are using for the side caption. Sometimes we are using some the captions, means image caption or any other extra the text we are suppose we have to add inside the LaTeX document. So that time we are using the side caption use package, but this is very rarely used in our the reports. Then the next one is a use package graphics. So this is very important again, right? So here there are two types of graphic packages. The one is only the difference between in the X and S. So in the normal way, suppose we are using some basic images or the basic graphics types, then we are using graphics. Instead of using X, we are using S only, right? So it means it is supported to the very basic types of extensions, for example, JPG, PNG, and other basic types of images. But when we are using the X means it's advanced one. So here this package is supported any type of extension or any type of JPG or image file or any type of image files to simply insert inside the LaTeX document. So my recommendation is always use this type of use packages. Do not use graphics, use graphics, right? So X is important in the advanced packages. So the next one is use package English and Babel. So most of the time we are using the English language for creating our documents in our language, means the Indian English. So that's why we are using the English only. Sometimes suppose you want to create any other languages, so you have to simply change here the language, right? Instead of using English, right, Japanese, Chinese, or any other languages. So the document is automatically created or translated in this type of particular languages. Now the next one is a listing. So listing is basically we are using for the bullets form. Suppose I want to add some bullets inside my the LaTeX documents. That time I'm using the listing type of packages. Now this is very important for the each and everyone basically, right? Because when we have to implement our project, right? So we are just writing in our scientific paper the algorithm. When I have to write the algorithms, there is a one particular nature, right? Nature means it means there is one style to write algorithm also. So in this style, we have to just start with the start keyword. Then there is some execution steps are there. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and the final one is a finish. So how exactly it looks like? So when we have to start to write the algorithm using these use case packages or the use packages, so it's automatically set the particular font or is automatically set the environment to write the algorithms, right? And this is basically used for the hyperlinks only, right? In our Word format, we have to simply select the text, right click on, and attach the hyperlinks. But here, it is not that much easy to to add the hyperlink or create the hyperlinks. For creating the hyperlinks, again, we want some package, different type of package. Here, we have to simply change the color also, right? Which color you want to give some hyperlinks. And this is here the semicolon is missing basically, right? Semicolon is there. So using this basic package, we are also work with the hyperlinks, right? So hope so you understand which type of basic packages basically we required for this type of environments, right? So again, this is a description. Basically, I'm already discussed with you what is the meaning of that AMS math, array, graphics, and the graphics, right? So there's no need to more details. Now this is the very important. How to create the LaTeX document, first LaTeX document, right? For creating the LaTeX environments, basically, so we are go through the three major important things, right? The first one, document class, then begin keywords, and the last one is the end keywords, right? So what is the use of this document class? So document class always provides one type of environment to create a document, right? It means any type of documents. So document class means what exactly? Like this: articles, the reports, books, or the letters. Right now, I'm only focusing on the report because so synopsis is a one type of a report. We are not considering as an article, right? So for at the time of writing a report, so here we are mentioning the report keyword only. Sometimes want to write an article. Article means IEEE or miss IEEE or any other research paper related things. So that time we are using here the article document class. Sometimes we are using books and sometimes we are using the letter also, right? But most of the time, this is very useful for us. When we have to create the document class, the syntax is or the tag is like that, the backslash document class, right? So after the document class, in the the square bracket, we are mentioning here three important things: font size, paper size, and the page size, basically, right? So sometimes you want to print the report on the both the side of the PDF files. So that time we are using here a two-sided, but most of the time we are only printing one single side. So that's why we are using the one side only, right? So 11 PT is a standard format, standard font size basically we are using in the LaTeX. Suppose we are not mentioning any size here, so the document class is automatically assigned 10 PT font size to throughout the document, right? 10 point throughout the document. But here, as per our requirements, our the synopsis requirement, we want 11 PT only. So the beauty of this document class is like that, we are categorize the three different things, right? So the chapter font is totally different, and the chapter font size is totally different. Then we are using the section size is always means less as compared to the chapter, and then subsection is also there. So each and everything is already predefined. For the chapter name, we are using 16 PT. For the section, we are using 14 PT, and for the subsections or the other matters, we are using 12 PT. But here, simply you have to mention 11 PT only. Throughout the documents, it automatically adjusts the font size also, right? It's automatically adjusted by this font size. So 11 PT is a standard. Suppose we have to create one LaTeX document. Inside the LaTeX documents, we have a chapter, subsection, sections. So each and every, the font size is automatically set by the LaTeX document only, right? So this is a very important features provided by the LaTeX. So there is no need to separately, decrease or increase the font size of the particular thing. This is the most important. At the time of the installations, the preferred paper we are already choose as A4 size, but here we also mention the A4 size paper. But how to mention it? Like this: A4 paper. So here we are setting the paper size, A4 size. Sometimes we are using legal, or sometimes we are using the letter also, right? But most of the time, for the report writing, we are preferred the A4 paper only, right? So now this is a one side or two side. So most of the time we are only printing our, the report on the one single sided. So that's why we are here mention the one side only, right? So these are the very, the fixed parameters basically in the document class, right? And this is sometimes change, or this is, most of the time we are using the reports only. So after writing this particular tag, we are directly jump on the begin document and end document. So here we are creating a one type of a environment for the document creation. So inside this begin document and end document, here we are adding or entering some basic text. For example, suppose I want to print welcome to the feed or welcome to the DMI HER. So I am writing the same text matter inside this begin document and end document. Now we are directly start our hands-on session, right? From this basic example, using this basic example, right? So now carefully, first we are just creating one empty folder on the desktop. Just give a particular name, for example, demo. So demo is my folder name, right? Then we have one type of a, we have a text maker editor. So I'm just opening this text editor. Now, this is an environment provided by the text maker. Now we want to create a new file. So how to create a new file, latex file or the text file? So here there is one option, right? File menu is there. Click on the new. So it is automatically, or just once you have to click on the new button, so the blank file is directly appeared on our screen. So before start writing a tags or writing a syntax, first simply to save this particular document or the file before starting any tag or any writing any code. So how to save it? Again, go to the file menu, save as, right? Give the proper name, for example, report or report.txt. This is the extension basically we are using for the text file. The extension is automatically detected. So simply write a report, navigate to your created folder. So the folder is already present on the desktop. The name of the folder is demo. So navigate it, select it, and save this particular report file inside the demo file. So our file name is report.txt. For the cross-checking, just go to the desktop, open that particular demo folder, and see our report.txt file is present inside the demo folder, right? Now again, I'm go back to the text maker. Now we are creating our first latex document, but how to create it, right? For creation, again, we are creating one document class and document environment. Now just see how the text maker is automatically recommended the tags. So I'm pressing here the backslash and T, or just write the docu bus. We have to simply write the DOC. It is automatically recommended the syntax or the tags by the text maker. Just click on that and fill the details. For example, the first one field is 11 pt, comma, because this is a font size. Now we are writing the paper size. The A4 paper is our paper size, right? So paper A4 size, and we are printing our report on one side only, right? And the last one, we are creating a one type of an environment. It means a document class environment, and here we are creating a report only, right? So here we are writing report. After that, we are starting the begin documents and end documents, right? Here, this is a very simple document. That's why we are not calling any packages, because we are just writing a simple code or simple statement. So to start with begin document, just click on BIG or type BIG. It is automatically recommended. And here we are writing DOC and just click on the tab button. So the end document tag is automatically recommended by the latex or the text maker field. So inside this inside this begin document and end document, just write down welcome to DMI HER DU, right? And just save it again. So there are two way again. Here the save button is directly appeared, and the second one is here save as, right? Or the save button is there. So now again go back to your demo folder and check the file is there or not, right? Or we are writing the code inside the file or not. So code is there in the report.txt file, right? Minimize the the text maker. Now the role is for our command prompt, right? So here we are opening the command prompt because for the execution purpose or the debugging purpose we are using basically, or the compilation purpose we are using the command prompt here only, right? But before start the basic, the commands or the execution or the compilation process, it said here a particular folder path, and our folder is present on the desktop only. So there are two different ways to set the path for that particular folder. So the folder is already present on the desktop. So here I am to simply click on here, copy the path, go to the command prompt and click here, paste the path and just hit the enter button. So the basic, the demo folder path is automatically set by here using this particular cd command. This is the first method basically, right? So those are using the Windows 11 platform or the Windows 11 system. So it is very easy to, the locate that particular folder. Just go to that particular folder, open it and open in terminal. Just click on the open in terminal. So the path is automatically set by the PowerShell or the command prompt. So we are using both the ways. We are directly use the command prompt from here, or we are directly start our command prompt from that particular folder only, right? So cd, and again I'm just repeating the same thing. Copy this particular path, again go to the command prompt, paste here and hit the enter button. Now this is very important, right? So after creating this type of basic files, now there is a one command for compile the text file. So how to compile the text file? Just write down this basic command, right? PDF LaTeX. Why we are using the PDF LaTeX only? Because our output is generated in the PDF form only. So before compilation, just see here, there is only one file is present inside the demo folder. After the compilation, it means minimum 4 to 5 files are there after the compilation of that particular file using this particular command. So PDF LaTeX space and the file name report.tex, right? I'm again repeating the same thing. This is a very basic command, right? And the command name is PDF LaTeX space report. Report is our file name, right? And .text is the extension basically we are using for the text or the make text or the text maker, right? And hit the enter button. First time, right? It enabled all the features, and it takes time to to install some missing packages inside our systems, and then it start the actual compilation. So wait for some times because it is it enables all the features and then it creates the PDF file. So after compilation all these things, now see here there is one message, the output written on the report.pdf file. So one page is created in the PDF format, and these are the size of our particular PDF file. The transcript written on the report log, right? So our file is successfully compiled and created one PDF file. Now again go to or locate that particular folder, refresh it and see. Before that, before compilation, we have only one LaTeX file. Then after that, we are creating one aux file, then one text file. Inside this text file, it generates a logs, right? Log report. When we have to compile the file, which type of the tags we are using, when we have to compile this file, is there any type of error present in the file? So each and everything is mentioned in this log file, right? This is an aux file. It is supported to the LaTeX or the mictext, and this is our output basically, right? Just double click on the PDF file and see our output. Right? So welcome to DMI HRDO. So here for writing or so printing this type of one single line, you have to simply write these 3 lines, right? Document class, begin document, end document, and inside this, welcome to DMI HR. But at the time of the output, when you have to see the output in the PDF file, the output is look like welcome to DMI HRDO, right? So this is a way basically, to create the LaTeX document using the mictext basic packages, right? So just close it. Now the next one and the important one. Suppose I want to correct it, the document. Then how to correct it in this PDF file? Because the PDF file right now we have tools, online tools to edit the PDF files, right? But how to edit the big documents or the big, suppose I want to add 2-3 paragraphs, so it is not possible to go to that particular the online editor tools and I'm adding 2-3 more paragraphs inside the PDF files, right? So what we can do basically, again go to that particular report file, open it. So it is automatically open in the that particular document. Now here we are writing something like that as of demo purpose. I'm writing here anything randomly, right? So open the same file, write what you want to change it in your file, then again go to the save button, save the file, particular file. Now repeat the same thing again. Again go to the terminal. So in the terminal, basically we are there is a one command basically, right? The PDF latex, then again report dot text. So this is a very basic command, right? Again compile it. So the first time it takes time to enable all the features, and the second time see either within a second or the microsecond it creates a PDF file only, right? So here the output written on the PDF file, 1 page, and this is a total size of our PDF document. Now again see the output, right? So this is the output basically, right? When you have to create at the second time. So each and every time, suppose I want to change in the document, so you have just go to that particular text file, edit the contents, save the file, compile it, and see your output is present in your Word file or the PDF file, right? Now again move to our next important thing, right? So hope so you understand how to create the basic, the simple document in the LaTeX. So now these are the useful document classes, and these are the meanings of that particular document class. For example, when we are using article, the article is using at the time of when you have to create the scientific journals, presentations, short reports, programs, documentation, and the invitations. So all these type of basic documents we are generating with the help of article, right? Now these are the proceedings. Most of the time, either when we have to submit our article research to the conferences, so that time they are using some proceedings format, right? The proceedings are there, means in the article. So that time we are creating the proceedings. So we are using the simple document class, and the document class name is a PROC. It means the proceedings. So this is a minimal. Sometimes we are not using this type of the document class because we are not creating any small documents or debugging like documents here. Okay, right? So now this is a very important again. So we are using the document class report because here the longer reports containing the several chapters, small books or thesis, basically we are generating or creating with the help of this report class. Sometimes suppose we want to write a books, then use the books. The important things again, the LaTeX is also provides the PowerPoint presentation, right? It means we have to simply create the presentations also with the help of the LaTeX documents. Means we are creating the reports as well as the slides also, means the presentations, right? PowerPoint presentation. But the limitations are here. We are not adding any animation when we have to create the slides using the LaTeX. But in our Microsoft PowerPoint, definitely they are providing some extra features to animate the contents also. So here we are simply create one scientific slides or the scientific presentation with the help of this the LaTeX, right? And the most important thing is a letter. Sometimes we want to write a letter, then we are using the letter document class. These are the basic things. These are the the family fonts or the family size with the font size 10 pt, 11 pt, 12 pt. Now I already mentioned the same thing. Like this, sets the size of the main font in the document with the help of this using this font size. If no option is used, right, the 10 pt is assumed. Suppose we are not mentioning 10 pt, 11 pt or 12 pt inside our document class, then it is automatically considered as a 10 pt only, right? So 10 pt is basically used in our document. It means 12 point or the 12 font size in our Word document, right? So basically it is automatically recognized by the LaTeX document. Now these are the paper size. So most of the time we are prefer only the A4 paper. Then sometimes we are using the legal, landscape, executive paper or A5 paper also. So as per your requirements, simply change the paper size also, right? Then here again, the left alignment, right alignment, center alignment with the help of this EQN. Then this is another one. Again, same for the numbering purpose or the alignment purpose, we are using the same. Then the title page or no title page, in our synopsis report or any type of report or the thesis, we most of the time we are adding one front page or the title page. So title page contains the college name, university name, logo, the research scholar's name, the mentor name or the guide name, then again the academic year, and branch and your thesis title. So each and everything is mentioned on the title page. But sometimes we want this title page, and sometimes we want the title page. So that time we are using the no title page, right? So next one is a one column or two column. Two column, when we are using the two columns, we have to write a IEEE paper like structure. Then that, but obvious that time we are using the two column structure only. Otherwise, we are just go through the one column structure. Then two side and one side. It's already I'm means highlighting the things two side and one side. Once you have to want to print the paper on the one sided only, so we are using the one side only. Otherwise, go through the two sides also, right? So these are the document classes and their options. Now this is very important again. The size, right? So how to set the size also inside the text. For example, I want to highlight one important things. So I want to the font size is large. Now see here the difference in between the three largest. Here I am writing the large spelling in the small letters. It means it said this type of font. Here the in the spelling the L is capital. All other remaining letters are in the small letters. So it said like the font like this. And suppose I want to write a large in all the capital letters, so the font is automatically increased. Same like a huge, right? So within a the one single letter or the writing style of the particular the syntax, the meaning is totally changed. For the example purpose, let's consider all these three large examples, right, in our files. So I am again go to that particular document, and here I'm copying the same text multiple times, and we are applying this particular huge, large on these three different type of sentences, right? So the first welcome, I am applying a small means all the characters and the small letters, so large, right? Space is required. Here I am using one capital letter, and all are the in the small letter only. And here I am using all the letters are in the capital letters only, right? Large. So after creating these things, just save the document once again. Go to the terminal, right? And again type PDF LaTeX report.txt. For the practice purpose, I'm writing and repeating the same thing. Otherwise, there is no need to write. Just use the down arrow, up arrow, and down arrow, so it is automatically appear the syntax or the command. But here for the practice purpose, I'm writing PDF LaTeX report.txt and just hit the enter button. So the output written on the report.pdf is a one page. The total size of the PDF file is this. Right. Again, minimize the things. Go to that particular demo folder. Open the PDF file and see the output. The difference between all three large. Right. As per the comparison, the first one is a little bit small. Then the font size or the slightly increased, and the third one is slightly increased, right? So all these things just because of this type of font families available with us, right? So for example, sometimes want to use the tiny, so use \tiny. Same like a script size. Then sometimes we are using as a footnote size. The footnote size small, normalized, large, huge, and huge. So all these are the text formattings available with the text document, right? So the next one, right? Again, this is very important, right? Sometimes in the Word, MS Word documents, we have this type of functionalities or facilities, right? Suppose I want to print this particular statement using the sans serif font. So we have one command, \text SF. SF means sans serif, and inside this curly braces to write down all these, the particular the sentence inside this curly braces. That's it. So all the sans means the font sans serif is automatically set by that particular statement. Suppose I want to add teletype font. Teletype means in the typewriter is there in some 10 years back. So typesetter or the type machine typewriter is there. So how to set this type of typewriter font inside the LaTeX documents using this teletype font? Again, it is IT, text IT. IT means italic. Suppose I want to italic that particular keyword. So using the text IT, we are just go through it, right? Then small capitals, and then BF, right? Text BF means bold font. let's go through the hands-on again using these particular things. Again, go to the text maker. Here, I'm just removing the large, and large, all these three statements. And I'm using the basic things, right? Suppose I want to, go through the bold document or the italic documents, how to bold it or italic it. But here, backslash, just type the backslash and text. So it is automatically recommended by the text editor which type of text you want. For example, I want to bold this particular DMI HRDU font. Just copy this sentence inside this curly braces and paste it. Suppose I want to just create this font as italic font, then again backslash text. IT means italic. Just copy this particular statement and paste inside the curly braces. Right? Any other? For example, just go through the sans serif font also, right? So just copy this statement. And again, I'm trying to add sans serif, text, SF, and just paste this inside the particular format or the syntax. Now save it. Just go to the terminal again. Open it. Again, there is one command, PDF LaTeX. PDF LaTeX. Then demo, the report.text. Again, hit the enter button. Again, the output written on the report file is 1 page. This is the total size of our PDF file. Again, go to the demo folder, open the report file, and see the difference between all this, the font families. So this is in the bold font. This is the italic, and it simply creates the sans serif font using this particular 3 different types of font families. Right. So this is regarding the fonts. Now again, move forward. So now this is very important. In our Word, MS Word, it is very easy to add the figures, or the architecture images or anything. But here, each and everything we are adding with the help of the tags only. So how to add the images or how to add the figure inside our document, right? For this, we have one type of the tags, and the tag name is, or the environment name is begin figure, right? So before start or entering or inserting the figure inside the the document, so we are creating one environment, and the environment name is figure only, right? So begin figure. For the centering, suppose I want to centering all the images, then we are using the centering font first, and means the centering command or the centering tag. And after that, this is a very important command. Basically, we are using for include the graphics. So include graphics in square bracket. Here we are set the height and width of the image in centimeter as per your requirement. Then in the curly braces, we are here we are adding one path, image path, where our images is stored in our folder, right? So sometimes, most of the time, we are creating one folder inside that particular folder only. For example, we are creating the demo folder. Inside the demo folder, again, we are creating one separate folder, and the folder name is images, right? And inside the image folder, we are here adding this type of images, right? So this is a caption, for each and every figure. In the bottom, we are giving one caption also, the meaning, what is the name of that particular images. So that time we are using the caption only, right? And the last one, at a close time, we are using the end figure tags also, right? And this is the specifier is also play the important role with this begin figure and end figure. So what is the use of this small h basically, right? The small h basically, this is one type of a float character bol sakte hum log, the place the float. It means we have to simply appear our images on that particular location only. So that time we are using the small h. What is the use of T? Suppose I want to shift our position, my image position on the top of the page. So that time I'm simply put here the T only, right? Small t. What is a B? Suppose I want to put my images on the bottom of the page. So simply put the B here only, right? Same like a P, right? Special pages. Then, the floating position, and this is the capital H is basically used for that particular means the location. For example, I want to add the figure or the images in between the 2 paragraphs. So that time I'm using the capital H only, right? Let's take one hands-on example how exactly we are adding the figure. inside our LaTeX document, right? So again, go to the text file here, just start to write code, right? So how to write a code for this? Yes, definitely. Here, the one thing is important. When we have to add the graphics or images inside our LaTeX document, then here we want some basic types of packages. And there is a one advanced package with us, and the package name is graphics. So here we are adding the graphics package for adding or installing the graphics packages inside the MikTeX and adding the images inside the LaTeX document. Now let's begin. How to insert the image in the LaTeX document. So \begin, right? Begin, and the environment name is figure only, right? I'm not right now. I'm not placing any placeholder. Just see the output, how it looks like, right? After that, we are adjusting the placeholder and adding the placeholder also, right? Now I want this image in the center, page center. So centering is, there is another tags or command present with this LaTeX document, right? Centering. Now after that, include graphics. So just type include graphics. So by default, in the advanced LaTeX versions, it is a scale is present. So scale, it means basically we are working on the pixels, right? So simply mention any number here, so it is automatically converted as a pixel number. But suppose we want to manage or set the height and width of the image, then there is a very basic syntax is there, height and width. So HEIGST, height equals to 10 centimeter or the 5 centimeter, for example, comma. Suppose I want to set the width. So width equals to, for example, again the 10 centimeter. No, it's much, actually 3 centimeter or 2 centimeter. Let's see the example first. Now here, this is the most important. We are mentioning here the path of the image. So how to set the path? For setting the path, just go to that particular demo folder. Here, the demo folder is there. Here, create one folder name like a project. For example, like looks like in the presentation also. See here the project. Inside the projects, let's create another folder, and the folder name is images. Right? So this is another folder. So this is a path basically. This is our image path, right? Now next, and the most important thing is just download any random images. For example, I'm just copying the image from here only and add inside our demo folder. In the demo folder, project folder is there, images folder is there, and just paste this image. Let's see the extension. It's a PNG file only, right? Now again, go to that particular LaTeX file, and here just add the path. So the first one is a project folder. Inside the project folders, we have an image folder. Images or image? Let's save once again, because the spelling is also matter, right? Images. And after the images, just add the image name, right? The image names means our image name is just ARC. I think so, right? ARCH. Just add ARCH, right? So this is a include graphics syntax. Basically, we are adding here the image inside our LaTeX document. Now, after that, we want a caption also, right? So just add one caption. This is architecture, right? Von Neumann architecture, for example. This is the caption of our image, right? Now just save this file, right? Go to that particular terminal and just add PDF LaTeX report.txt and hit the enter button, right? Is there any error present in your syntax? It directly show here only, but our file is successfully executed. The output written on the report.pdf file is successfully executed. One PDF page is created. The total size of this page is like 71421 bytes. Go to the folder, demo folder, right? So we have a report file. Open it and see the output. If the output is not there, if the file is not present there, then it is very difficult to present here. Now this is a challenge actually, right? To how to increase the size. Right? The image is already there, but see the output here. So before the images, we have different types of text here, right? But in the output, the image is on the top and the text is on the bottom, right? So here the specifier is play the important role in to adjust the images also, right? But before that, we are just adjust the height, width and height of that particular image. So the height of 10 centimeter. Ten centimeter. Oh. I think it's create a right. So height is a 10 centimeter and comma width it almost 12 centimeter. Right. Again, save the same file. Before executing the command, just close the PDF file. Otherwise, the changes are not reflected in the PDF file. So before compilation, just close the PDF file. Again, go to the terminal. Add the same command, hit the enter button, and again go to that particular demo folder and open the report file. Right. So the size is we are manually adjusted. So it looks like this. So each and everything is here in the LaTeX document is depends on the user only, right? To adjust the height and width of the particular images. Same like the caption also. Now the next point is like, I want to, the print this particular image after this particular text only, right? As per our LaTeX document. Now here, the specifier play the important role. So which type of specifier is already mentioned in our presentation, right? These are the specifier. So I want to place the particular image at that exact place only, right? So how to place the image at that exact place? So I am using here a small h first. Now see the output. What is it? How exactly it looks like? What are the changes basically here after giving the specifiers? So h is there, small h is there. Again, go to that particular terminal, hit the enter button, go to the demo folder, open the report PDF file, and see the output, right? So again, as per our LaTeX document, the written text is exactly at that same place, appeared in the text file, and the images are after that particular text, right? So with the help of these basic things, small things, we are creating the LaTeX documents, right? Now let's move our next and the important one, the tables and arrays, because we are struggling here most of the time, right? To creating the tables and array inside the LaTeX documents, right? Now see carefully, suppose I want to create one table. So how to create it? So for creating the tables, first we want one tabular environment. So how to create the tabular environment? The tabular environments basically we are creating with the help of begin tabular tag, right? So what is this exactly? The vertical lines. The lines itself shows the alignment of the text, right? The alignment of the particular text. So this is a small L basically. So each and every, the contents inside the table is left align only. Suppose I want to use here a small r instead of using the small L, then each and everything is aligned right hand side. Suppose I am using here a C, small c, it means the contents are in the center position only inside the table, right? So using this tabular environment, basically we are creating the tables. Now what is the role of this \h line? So these are the vertical lines. It plays the vertical lines role in the table at the time of creation of the table, and this is the horizontal lines basically, right? So with the combination of these vertical line and horizontal line tags, we are creating a simple table, right? Table means again the combination of rows and columns. So after that, I want to add some data inside the tables, right? So how to add it? Again, with the help of with this ampersand sign. So the ampersand sign is basically used for to separate the two things from each other. Suppose I want to add the trial, the trial keyword in the first column. and the temperature is in the second column. So in between the trial and temp, I am using the ampersand sign. Basically, it simply separate the two things from each other. Suppose I want to add this frequency on the third table, inside the third table. So again, I am using the ampersand sign in between the temperature and frequency. It means basically it creates a partition in between the things, right? So same like here H line, again after creating the first contents, we are adding the second H line. These are the line, the two backslash line is basically used for the new line. Suppose we are not giving these two basic lines, then each and every content is, showing in the same table or in the same column. For separating the column also, rows also, so we are using 2 times backslash. So it simply, indicate as a new line only. Same like end tabular. After creating the begin tabular, we are just go through the end tabular environment. Then again the caption. But here, one, the addition or the advancement is like that. We are giving the caption for the table on the top side only, right? In the upper side only. We are not giving any caption to the bottom side. So just remove this caption keyword and add here only to add the caption. After that, label is an additional one add-on for our recognition only, and this is the end center because we are just printing this R table inside the inside this the center only. So how it looks like? Again, go to the PDF document or the LaTeX document. Now let's start with environment. So backslash begin, and then the tabular environment. So before that, we want table environment. Inside the table environment, we are creating the tabular environment. So begin tabular, right? So again here we are passing some specifier H. So inside the tabular environment, we are creating the table first, right? So before starting, so we want how many the tables or the columns we required basically. So we want basically 3 basic columns. So small l, then again small l, then again small l, because first we are just go through the left aligned data. Space is required, so I'm giving the space. Now after that, I'm starting with H line because the horizontal line is also important. Then start with the data. Data means the first column name, the highlighted one. So as per our presentation, this is a trial is the first column. I'm separated with the ampersand sign. The second one is a temperature, separated with the ampersand sign, and the last one is a frequency, right? As per our presentation, frequency in hertz. Again, 2 times backslash for the new line. Enter. Again, we want one horizontal line. So add one horizontal line for creating a one particular row or the shell. So H line. Then again, want to add some data inside the table. So how to add it? For example, in the trial, first trial, ampersand temperature. In the first trial, the temperature is 11 degrees Celsius, ampersand, and the frequency of this, for example, 2. I'm taking the random example. Then the second one is, the second observation is there. Again, separated by the ampersand sign. The temperature at that second trial is 15 degrees Celsius. Again, separated with the ampersand sign. And the hertz, the frequency in hertz is 10. So I'm adding another one, third one, separated by ampersand sign. At that time, 22 degrees Celsius is there, separated by ampersand sign. And third one is the frequency in hertz is 21. After completing all these things, I want to add another H line, right? Suppose here I want to directly execute this type of code, then it means it is directly, fix this data at a particular cell only. It is not, the converted into the tables and rows. Or again, the insert is converting the table and rows. So after each and every lines, I am adding the H line, means horizontal line. Then and then it creates the horizontal line or the table-like structure in the LaTeX format. So H line, H line, H line. So after the H line, the end tabular term is there, and after the end tabular terms, we are just go through the end table. Before that, here we are adding the caption, means table name. So table name is, for example, temperature, right? Just ignore the spelling and just save this file. After writing all this code, Before compilation, close this file, particular file, go to the terminal, and again type PDF latex report.txt and hit the enter button. Is there any errors are present in your code? Then it shows the error. Otherwise, the output written on the report.pdf file is successfully executed. It creates one file. This is a file size. Again, go to that particular demo folder, open the PDF file and see the output. So this is a table basically, right? Just zoom in all the things, right? So here we are adding the table, right? But I want this table after the image or after the diagram. So again, just go to the latex file here in the table form, add H specifier, save the file, close the file, again go to the terminal. After the changes, again execute it. Yes, successfully executed. Go to the demo folder and open the PDF file again, once again, right? So it changed the locations also, right? For the centering purpose, again, suppose I want to print this table in the center. So begin center, or otherwise we are directly using the centering. So using the centering tab, the table is in the center of the page also, right? Let's try it. I think so. This is a command only, centering command. Oh, it's not working. Let's forget, right? So see, as per our latex code, the output is also appeared same when we are writing in the latex file. So for example, the trial temperature and frequency in the hertz. So how to separate all these things from each other with the help of this ampersand sign. How to create this type of vertical lines with the help of this vertical line symbol. And how to create this horizontal lines with the help of this horizontal lines only. Right? This is the horizontal lines. Now see, this is a small L. So each and every content is aligned in the left-hand side only, right? Suppose I want to align all these things on the center of the table. So simply add the small c, save this file. Before compilation, close the PDF file. Otherwise, changes are not reflected in the that particular PDF. Go to the terminal. Just type PDF latex. Again, go to the demo. Open the PDF file and see the output. So each and every content, align in a center only, right? Same like suppose I want to, align all the data from the left and right hand side. The same changes are maybe required there in the the latex file only. So instead of using C, just put here the right, and again right. Save the content. Again go to the terminal. Open the latex report. Successfully executed. Go to the demo folder. Open the report file. So each and every columns is automatically aligned to the right hand side. See the output, right? So this is the way basically we are adding the tables inside our latex report, right? So hope so you are understand how to add the images, how to add the tables also, right? Now move next. The next part is the same thing, basically the table only, right? So here the important thing is they are highlighting the both three the things at the same time. For example, it's a right align, center align, and left align. So we are already done this. So just move forward. Now this is a very important, right? The important means sometimes we want to add this type of array, right, inside our latex document. So how to add it? So before start to adding this type of the array, so there is a one important thing present with the latex document, and there is a one package basically, right? And the package name is use package array paralist, right? Use package array parameter list. So now before start the hands-on, I'm just explaining the things basically, right? So document class we are already created, so there is no need to create the document class again and again. But here we are start with these things from the begin document. So begin document is already with us. So we are directly start with the $sign. So why we are using this double dollar sign when we have to simply print this type of mathematical typesetting symbols? So basically it is used for, it simply indicates that here, from here, we want to simply print the mathematical symbols, right? So the double dollar simply supports, or to, we have to this is a basic support given by this type of special symbols using the mathematical libraries. So it is automatically indicated that they are instructed the compiler to start the mathematical typesetting from the starting point from this particular double dollar sign up to the end of this double dollar sign. So inside this beginning and the end double dollar signs, so each and everything is typesetting as a mathematical symbol. See the output basically. I want to write the alpha symbol. So how to write it? \alpha. So it is automatically appear as a alpha symbol. Same like a beta, same like a gamma. Suppose I am not using this type of two dollar signs, the starting and the end of this particular the things. So it is printed as a alpha only, ALPHA, BA, BETA, and gamma is a the spelling of the particular gamma, right? For printing this such type of the mathematical typesetting, so that's why we are using this double dollar sign symbol at the starting and the end of the particular array parameter list. The important thing, how exactly it appears, right? Or how exactly it looks like. So now again, we are just go through the hands-on session first. Go to that particular file. Before that, we want to add one package. So /use package. And two important things. The first one is a array, and the second one is a paralist, means parameter list. So this is our package. Basically, we are using for to adding this type of a array or the parameter list basically, but we are just called as a array only, right? So how we are writing this? So let's start with the double dollar sign, right? So $, and again $. So inside this double dollar signs, we are writing the code. So \left. So basically, why we are using this symbol left? Because it creates a left hand side curly means round bracket. So that's why we are using this left. Then begin array. There is a one class. So begin array, right? And RCL. So what is the meaning of this RCL? It is alignment only, right? Right align, center align, and left align. I am not using here a vertical lines. Suppose I am using the vertical lines, then it automatically added the vertical lines in between all these mathematical type settings. So because we are creating the array, so in the array, we are not adding any type of vertical lines or the horizontal lines, right? Now start with the first one, alpha, because we want the first character is a alpha, or the first symbol is alpha only. So it is automatically recommended. Now we are separating with the ampersand symbol. The second symbol, beta. So just type BETA. Then again separated with the ampersand symbol. And the last one is a \gamma only, right? Now double line is important because it prints on the new line. Next one, I want delta sign. So delta is there. Again, ampersand sign for the separation. Then epsilon, right? Separated by the \zeta. There is another mathematical symbol present with us. The next one, eta symbol also there. So ETA separated by ampersand sign. Then theta, \theta, again space, separated by ampersand sign, again \, right? And two \ for the new line. Then here we are adding end array. So end array is already printed there, I think so. Yes, end array is there. After that, we want to close with right hand side round bracket, right? So \RIGHT here and closed it, right? So after writing this code, so we want this type of output basically, right? Let's see the output. Before that, close the open PDF, go to the terminal and just execute the same command. See some errors are present there because I think so missing inserted, something is insert missing. Let's try, but yes, definitely our file is already created. Let's see the output. Is there any corrections are required? Then we have to simply go with this corrections. Open the PDF file and see the output. Yes, perfect. Right. So here I think so there is a problem with the space only, right? Just go to the text file. Here the ampersand sign is missing. Save the same code. Before that, close the PDF. Go to the terminal. Execute it, and again go to the demo folder and open the PDF file and see the output. Now perfect, right? So each and everything is perfectly present here with the help of this array document. Then again, my question is same. Is it possible in the Word document? Sometimes it is possible with lots of the efforts, but here in the LaTeX documents, we are just go through this but small the piece of code, remember it, simple, and then just create this type of it, the mathematical type settings in the LaTeX, right? So again, I think hope so you understand the basic concepts of array. Now the next and the most important, the sections, subsections, and subsections. So how to add all these things in our LaTeX document, right? For creating the things. But for creating the section, subsection, and the subsections, so we want these three important things. So how to write it? \section, it means by default it creates a section. \subsections, by default it creates a subsection of this particular section. And this is a subsection, right? Means inside the section there is a subsection, and inside the subsection there is a subsection, right? So how to create it? Simple, using these three types of basic tags. So I want some data basically, right? First, so just copy the data from any first resources. For example, LaTeX wiki. I'm just copying some text from this particular website for creating this type of a data. Then again, I'm going to that particular report.txt file, copy all the data inside this file. And now we are creating the section and subsection. So how to create it, right? So \section, and the section name is important. So here we are just adding introduction. So introduction is one of the section for that particular chapter. Now the second one, and the most important, subsection. So this is a subsection for the section of that particular introduction. This is, we are just called as a point one, right? Point one. And now our subsection, and the last one is a subsection, right? So just add subsection. This is a point two, right? Save the file and compile it once again to see the output, how exactly it looks like, right? But here we are not using any chapter, so the doubt is like, I think so, it not directly reflected as a section, subsection, but let's see the output first. For creating the section and subsections, we want chapter first, right? See, why we are using right now, it detects a 0.1 because we are not writing any chapter or writing all this content inside the chapter. So that's why they automatically detect as a 0.1. So in the subsection, again, it takes like 0.0.1 section, and here it cannot be take anything because again, this type of section, subsection creations, we want first, the chapter name, basically the first chapter, second chapter, third chapter, and etc. etc. So using the chapter names, it is automatically detected and assign the numbers to that particular section and subsection. So hope so you understand how to add the section and subsections. The next and the most important is the bullet forms. The bulleting is also play the important role in the any documents. Sometimes we are using the bullets in the dark field circle. Sometimes we are using the numerical data. Sometimes we are using the highlighted things, or the ABCD like things, or something, etc. etc. Means any type of bullets basically we are creating with the help of itemized environment, right? It's called as an itemized environment. How to create it? Let's see the example. For example, we are creating one itemize environment. Inside the itemize, we are using another tag, but the tag is like that \item, right? So item and items. So we are creating three different types of item. Means it is a dark field circle. Basically, we are creating with the help of this itemize environment. So yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So now see the the output from your right hand side on the screen. So after executing this code, the output looks like this, right? With the field circle bullet form. Move to the next one. Here we have to slightly change the one thing only, right? Instead of using the itemize keyword, we are using here the enumerate, and the rest of the things are as it is, right? Let's see. Begin itemize, end itemize. These are the things are same there only, right? Begin itemize, end itemize. So here we are changing only, instead of using itemize, we are using enumerate. Rest of the things are as it is. But see the output. Once we have to use the enumerate, then it automatically detect as a 1, 2, and 3. Same like here only. Sometimes I want to highlight the first character and then we have to write the sentences. So that time we are using the description, itemize, or the bullets. So begin the itemize and begin the description and end the description. Right now, let's see the example first, how it looks like. So after that, I'm adding here the same example. Begin itemize item. The first one is yesterday. Same example I'm taking here also. Then there is no need to give is here the new line means to backslash line, because it is automatically considered as a new line only when you have to use the item keyword. Item today, and the last one and the most important one is a tomorrow, right? So these are the three things as per our presentation. So TOMORROW, tomorrow, right? Then save it, save the file, then again go to the terminal. Before that, just check it, is there any PDF file is open? No, the file is not open, so no problem. Again type the same command, PDF latex report.txt, hit the enter button. Here there are lots of errors are also the showing, but these are the the neglected one. So there is so just move, suppose it shows some this type of errors on your screen, the cursor is continuously stop there. So forcefully enter the button, hit the enter button up to the next prompt is not appeared on your screen. Till now, just hit the enter button also, right? It's just called as a forceful execution or the forceful compilation only. Now again, go to that particular folder, demo folder, open the PDF file and see the output, right? As per our presentation, right? Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, like this, the previous one. Got it? The same output is here, writing with this particular code. Now I'm writing the another one with numerical. It means the enumerate data. So again, I'm starting with begin enumerate. I'm just, instead of using itemize, I'm using here the enumerate item. I'm just copy and paste this code because this is same for all, and paste here. Save it. Again, go to the terminal. Write the particular command pdflatex.pdf. Again, go to the demo folder, open the PDF and see the output. Perfect. 1, 2, and 3 as per our presentation. It looks like this. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now the next one looks like this. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Again, the latex file is there. Start with begin description, right? The same thing, just copy and paste, but there is slightly change with these things, right? The changes is like that. Just write down the yesterday, today, and tomorrow in the square bracket, inside the square bracket, right? Tomorrow, right? Save the file, and before that, just copy and paste some statement in front of this yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This is the first one, for example. This is the second one, because it is appeared in the descriptive manner only, and this is the third one. And save the file again. Go to the terminal, execute the write the command pdf latex.pdf, go to the folder, and again open the report.pdf file and see the output, right? As per our presentation, look like this: yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and these are the statements we are writing in front of the particular itemized tabs. Got it? So now move to the next one. Now this is very interesting right now, right? It is called as an if format. Suppose I want to write something in between the statements, like in the the italic form, in the italic format or the italic font. So we have simply used this type of tags, right? And using this tags, we have to simply create this type of statements. So I think there is no need to go with this the hands-on session. So next, move to the next one, and this is very important, right? Such type of the mathematical type settings in the word MS Word. Now at that time we are struggling to how to write this type of the mathematical type settings. For writing this, in the MS Word, they are providing some the ready-made things, the ready-made tools, or the ready-made formulas also sometimes, but not possible to write each and everything as per our requirement, right? For writing this type of the mathematical type settings, now see how to write it basically, right? Again, it is start with the $, because we are writing these things in the form of the mathematical typesetting. So that's why here I am highlighting the things, the $ only. So backslash fracs. Frac means fraction. Okay. Then x cap and -1. So x cap -1 means basically the fraction means using the fraction we are simply creating this type of fraction line. Now the x cap n -1, it means the power of x is n-1, right? Then again, I want to write the similar things, the bottom side of that particular fraction in the fraction. So basically, I'm using here again a curly braces x -1. So directly it creates x -1 equals to summation symbol. So we are using, in the mathematical terms, it's a summation symbol. Underscore. Why we are using the underscore? Because I want to write k is equals to 0 in the bottom of the summation sign. Suppose I want to write something on the top of that particular summation symbol, then that time I'm using the cap symbol only, right? So this is a very basic difference, the underscore sign and the cap sign. So cap sign is basically used for to write on the top of the symbol, and the undersign is basically used for to write in the bottom of the symbol. So k is equals to 0, it means this value. Now n-1 means this value, and x cap k, it means the x cap, right? The equal to sign means this is normal equal to sign. There is no special tags is available with this particular mathematical typesetting. Now let's see the example, the hands-on, how it looks like. So for creating this type of mathematical typesetting, again, so to $, and inside the $, just add the first one is a fraction, because I want a fraction first. Fraction as per our presentation only. I just copy and paste the things first, but I'm writing my own only, the fraction, because it is very difficult to remember the things, right? The fraction only, right? So now here I'm using the x cap. Cap means basically we are using for the symbol is simply print on the top, means in the square or in the top of the symbol only, right? The n-1. So this is the first one, and then x -1 is the second term, equals to \sum. Underscore basically we are using for to write each and everything in the bottom of the symbol, mathematical symbol. Then again curly braces, the k is equals to 0, and outside the curly braces again the cap symbol is required, because we are writing some values, then again the curly braces is required, n-1, curly braces is completed, then again x, again the cap and the k, right? So this is our mathematical typesetting, and we need this sample code here. from here and save this in particular, the mathematical typesetting codes. Again, go to the terminal, PDF LaTeX report.txt, hit the enter button continuously. So it generates the 3 pages. Go to the demo folder, open the report.txt PDF file. Right? Now see the output. So this is the mathematical typesetting. Basically, we are generating or creating with the help of the LaTeX. Now, tell me, the very basic difference. Suppose here, I'm just go through the Word document also. In the Word document, so we have one tab, right? Formula tabs to create this type of a mathematical typesettings. Right now, there is a lots of AI tools also available to write the mathematical typesetting, or any specialized tools also available for these things, right? But here, in the insert tab, we have an equation or the symbol things, right? So once you have to click the equation, it suggested some this type of symbols also, right? But to edit this type of symbols, or suppose I want to create this type of formulas only, so how it is difficult to create these things, right? To edit each and everything, it is already predefined by the MS Word only, right? So my recommendation is like that. Please use the LaTeX document only, or the LaTeX for the mathematical typesetting or for the article writing, right? So this is the beauty of our LaTeX document. Now I'm just closing this particular PDF, open the presentation, and just move forward. The same like other things, right? So for example, I want to write this type of equations, then the formula is like that: x cap 21, not equals to, it means NE not equals to, then again x cap 21, so it looks like this, right? So underscore cap, as per your requirement, just use it and create the mathematical formula typesettings. Now this is very interesting. So how to create this type of the formulas? So it is very difficult to create this type of the formulas or the mathematical typesetting in the MS Word. So my recommendation is like, use the LaTeX one, practice it, how to write it, write the code, similar code, and execute the to create the mathematical typesettings for your synopsis or for your research articles, right? So again, these are the some highlighted things. Basically, the mathematical symbol, the CSC, the team, EXP, GCD, then limitations, in, max, mean, all these types of the symbols, tan, cos, theta, etc., etc. So each and everything, the functions is used, the available with the LaTeX document for the mathematical typesettings. Now again, this is another example for creating this type of formulas. Then again, this is very difficult in the PowerPoint presentation or the Microsoft PowerPoint or the Microsoft Word. But again, suppose we are writing this type of the basic tags or the formula or the syntax, then it is created by this type of output. For this limitation, sin x and etc. So we are writing this type of formulas, and it automatically created this type of the mathematical environment. The same like this, right? And now the most important thing is a table of contents. So how to create a table of contents in the LaTeX document, right? The table of content means, for creating the table of contents, is not possible with this single Word file or the LaTeX file, right? For creating the table of contents, we want to separate each and every file from the main file, right? So when we have to start our the presentation or the workshop, then we are creating only one single report.txt files. But as per the standard, we have to simply separate this report.txt main file from the other chapters or the other main files also, right? For time being, I am just creating a different types of chapters here only, right? So I'm just copy the code from here, create a new chapter. So how to create the chapter first? Just create a new file, \chapter, add the chapter name, for example, introduction. So introduction is our first chapter, right? So in the introductions, just save the file first, because this is very important before the execution of the program or before the compilation of the program. So intro, this is this is my file name, basically intro.txt. Save in the demo folder only. Now I'm again going back to the report folder. I'm just copying this table format here. First, copy, again create the new file, again creating the new chapter, and the chapter, for example, the chapter name is what do you say, the architecture or something like that, right? This is our chapter name only. Just paste the post as code as it is. Again, save this file with the name of arc dot is arc only. Save it. Again, go to the report format. I'm again creating the third one chapter with the help of this data. Just copy from it, create a new file, create a new chapter. The chapter name is, for example, observation or the discussion, right? We are just called as observation only, right? So we are creating this type of different chapters, and it is separated from our main file. So where is our main file? The report.txt is our main file, right? The report.txt is our main file, and all other files are the chapters. We are just called as a chapter only. But how to call all these chapters inside this main file? So for calling all these chapter inside the main file, so we have a different types of, what do you call the tag or the syntax, right? So what is the syntax basically? Is there any guesses how to add this type of the basic things inside the main chapter or the main file? Because we are creating or we are separating all the chapters from the main file right now, right? So this is our main file, and using this main file, we are calling all the basic files inside the main file only, right? So how to call it? Now it is very simple to call all the file. Just use \input. This is one of the command to insert all the the chapters. So the first chapter name is, let's see, intro. So here just type intro. Introduction. Right. Just go to the report file once again, and here just type intro. Introduction. How to write it? Just check it as it is. INTRO. INTRO. Right. So this is our first file. Now the second one chapter. The second chapter name is ARC. So ARC is the second chapter, and the third one chapter name is OBS. It's observations only, right? So as it is, we are just calling here only, right? Once again, just call the same things, because we are removing all these things and created the separate chapters here, and all the chapters we are calling in the main file only, right? This is a way basically we are creating the LaTeX document. Again, go to the terminal, create or enter the same command, and the file is successfully executed. The 4 pages are created, right, separately. Again, go to the demo folder, open the report file, see the demo folder. Where is the demo folder? Demo. This here. Open the report file. And see each and every chapter is automatically generated or created, right? We are not adding any chapter 1, chapter 2, or chapter 3 name inside the LaTeX document. We are just calling a chapter only, right? Like this. See, chapter architecture, chapter the observation, chapter introduction. So each and everything is automatically separated, and see the section and subsection also. In the chapter 3, the section is 3.1 and the subsection is 3.1.1. Right? When we have to create the chapter separated or the file is separated from the main file, so it is automatically generated. The page number is automatically assigned by the LaTeX document only. Now, the important thing is, as per our presentation, we are just go through the table of contents. Means how to create the content page or the table of contents. So just go to the the main file, report file, and here we have to simply call one tab, the table of contents. Just this is one single thing. It creates automatic the table of content. It means the index page in our LaTeX document. Save it. Go to the terminal. But here, one thing is remember, right? When we have to create the table of contents, compulsorily execute or compile the report 2 times, right? Because in the one time it creates a array, it stored the pages in the the buffer memory. So after the second time, when we have to compile the same things, so it directly print on the separate pages, right? So again, I am repeating the same thing. At the time of table of contents or the list of figure, please compile the file 2 times, twice. Got it? Now after compilation, again go to the demo folder, open the report file, and now see the table of contents. It is automatically generated by the LaTeX document with page number, right? So we are only writing this thing, right? Table of contents, and it is automatically created by with the chapter number. So introduction is on the page number 2, architecture is page number 3, and the observation, introduction, and the point is on the page number 4. Let's check it. Introduction, page number 2. Perfect. The introduction is present on the page number 2. What about the architecture? Page number 3. Yes, it is on the page number 3. What about other contents? The other contents are present on the page number 4, right? So this is this is one single command. Basically, it creates a table of contents. There is no need to manually type each and everything and write the add the page numbers and etc. and etc. But this is not limited with the contents only. So we are also creating the list of figure and list of table also, right? So list of figures and the list of figures. So each and everything is list of figures and list of table. It is automatically generated by the LaTeX document itself, right? So suppose I want to add all these things on the new page, just add new page here in between the list of figure and list of table. So each and everything is appeared on the new page only. Otherwise, it simply show on the single page, and it is very difficult to identify or the separate the pages from each other because the output is in the PDF format only. Save it, compile it, right, 2 times as per the rule, as per the recommendation from the Mictext or the LaTeX. Then again go to the demo folder, open the report file or the report.pdf, and now see the output. The list of figure one architecture automatically detected, and it is on the page number 4, and the figure name is 1.1. Let's check it. Go to the page number 4. Yes, this is the figure 1.1. The name of the architecture is the one architecture, right? It is inside the list of figure with page number, and everything is automatically set by the LaTeX document. Same like a list of table also, right? Suppose we are adding the table inside our LaTeX document. So our table is, I think so our table chapter is number 2. That's why here we are mentioning the table 2.1. The temperature is our table name, and this is the page number 5. Let's see. Let's check it. The page number 4 is perfectly the table 2.1 because our chapter is 2. Then the table name is temperature, and this is our table appeared on the page number 5. Something is, I think the perfect. It is a page number 5, right? So this is the beauty of the LaTeX in somewhere. So this is regarding the table of contents, list of figure, and list of tables. And this is for the bibliography, right? To add the bibliography inside our document. Yeah. So for adding the bibliography, again, just repeated the same thing. Just start with the bibliography. There is a one tag, right? This is 100. 100, it means basically what is this? So we are mentioning the number here. How many papers we are cite here or the added here. So in the advanced, we are just giving the number. Most of the time we are not using the 100 papers. At least 20, 25 papers we are using. So simple, put here the 25 or 30 numbers there. Now, how to add the papers or how to cite the papers. So these are the tags, basically the \bib item. Inside the curly braces, here we are mentioning any of the author name or the number of the paper also. Once you have to add the number of the particular author name or the referral number or the citation number, so it creates automatically a hyperlink in our in the chapter also, right? In the chapters. So once you have to click on that citation particularly, the PDF file or the the reference is automatically opened, right? Using this particular bib item also. Means we have to simply verify the paper also, right? If the paper is corrected or not. So that is a basically we are using this bibliography or the bib items in our LaTeX document. This is very it takes too much time to configure also, to write the bibliographies, because each and everything is manually set with the citations. And this is overall, just examples of how to create the template, the articles, how to create the letters, basically to, from, subject, each and everything. So this is sample code basically, right? So after creating this type of sample code, it looks like this, right? The address to BCC, subject, dear sir, yours faithfully, your name, signature, enclosure, and etc. etc. Right? So this is a sample code basically. Now this is very interesting, to create this type of, the diagrams. This is very difficult in, in our Word format or the MS Word, but here using this put line 00 n line, so it is easily created by the latex document also, right? Let's say the example, I'm just copy and paste these things from here and just go to the latex document, any of the chapter, observation chapter, no, introduction chapter, and add this code as it is, save it, go to the terminal and see the output. Within a second, it creates this type of, the diagrams or the figures, one single click. Perfectly. So for this type of, the creation of this type of figures and diagrams and each and everything, so at least we are familiar with this type of the syntax and codes. The same, like suppose I want to create this type of diagrams. So this is a sample code. Again, go to that particular latex code, enter it, just copy and paste, go to the terminal, hit the enter button, compile it 2 times, because again this is the array related things. Go to the demo file, open the PDF file. After opening the PDF file, see the output, right? So for the mathematics people, this is a very useful tool for you to create this type of, the diagrams and the equations and the mathematical type settings. And I think so. This is all from my side for today's workshop. So happy learning. There is one famous quote. The beautiful things about the learning is that no one can take it away from you. So continuously learning and learning. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you.